Good morning. Happy Thursday. The government is officially reopened. But government shutdowns are really recent history, actually. It wasn't that we actually started having shutdowns happen in the way that we know them today until 1980. Now, the reason predates it a century. It's because in the 1880s, they passed the Anti Deficiency Act. Congress did, and that act said, that an agency can't I like it. Can't have a government agency pay more than they have funds appropriated. But it took a whole century before the attorney general looked at that law and was like, "This hasn't been getting interpreted right. If there's not funding, the agencies need to shut down." So it's really only recent history that we've been doing it like that. Certainly, we had lapses in funding before, but the whole shutdown process is relatively new. Also in the 80s, it was relatively short. Because of that, people acted quickly, and the shutdowns usually only lasted a day or a couple days. And it wasn't until during kind of the Clinton presidency when they were like, oh, this can actually be a powerful tool, the Democrats and Republicans, that is, for negotiating. And of course, now we've just had our longest government shutdown in history, all because of negotiations, right? So it is really interesting that this is something that's kind of just now happening in the grand scheme of things as our part of our recent history. And, it's certainly something that could be changed. Again, this is because of that Anti Deficiency Act. So if they really didn't want the government shut down, Congress could go through and amend that act to say that, in a lapsing of funding from Congress, these agencies can still operate on whatever funds they might have. But it's just that interpretation, and because Congress is willing to use it as a tool for negotiation, that's why they don't change the act. So at least the shutdown's over now, right?